Hello, and welcome to saveourmiddleclass.net. I have to respond to Mitt Romney's speech today regarding Donald Trump. First of all, I want to say that I strongly support having a country with borders. I support all of Donald Trump's efforts in this regard, period. We need to stop the middle-class job market from shrinking any further, and we need to rebuild it here in America. Mitt, I know that you and your peers want total access to global labor, and that you could care less about growing middle-class jobs here in America. That is a fact. You also are fighting to keep your hold on our politicians, but it is time that they go to work for us, not you and your friends. As for a jobs program, I have the point of view of Walmart when it comes to dealing with businesses. I know that international corporations want total access to China, Mexico, Italy, and all of Asia and every country in the world, but not at the expense of America and American labor. You and your friends are responsible for our very unfavorable balance of trade, and you see little difference between hiring a Chinese citizen or an American citizen. I see a great deal of difference. The middle class is the heart and soul of America, and you and your friends are killing it. Okay, back to my Walmart point of view. You state that a government cannot tell businesses what it can and cannot do. I do not think that China shares your point of view. In fact, it tells companies what they can and cannot do all the time, and still companies are lining up to do business in China. So your argument does not hold water. Secondly, China has something that every company wants, 1 billion plus consumers. That is the carrot on the stick, and why a company like IBM would give its source code to the Chinese officials. But again, I digress with that comment. Our government should be doing the same thing, but in our case, we have an even bigger carrot, as we are the largest consumer-driven economy in the world, and every business wants a piece of the big American pie. Unfortunately, we are giving it away for free because you and your buddies control our politicians. I want to change that. Trump wants to change that. And I have a way for us to do that without breaking any trade treaties. I want our government to level the playing field with all foreign countries. If a country has a significant trade surplus advantage over us, then something is wrong and we need to fix it. Our government should operate like Walmart. You want access to our consumers? Then you need to hire U.S. middle-class citizens in proportion to the percentage of business you are doing in the U.S. And that will apply to every international company doing business in the U.S. That is, if a company is doing 45% of its business in the U.S., then that company needs to hire 45% of their hourly and 45% of their salaried employees here in the U.S. And they need to be U.S. citizens, period. Where are you and your buddies on this? You and they do not want to pay American wages to American workers, and the politicians you keep in your pocket are right there with you. They need to be fired, and we need to hire politicians that support our middle class. There are more details in Tom Porter's book, Winning the White House in 2016, so I advise you to buy it, take a look at it, and read it. Regarding entitlements, something that you brought up today as well. The reason they are growing is that you and your buddies are firing more and more American workers. And on top of that, companies are spending more and more of their cash on buying back more and more of their own stock. Now, there's a real good investment that will improve the U.S. A system that only makes the rich richer and does nothing to build America or the middle-class job market. If you want to reduce entitlements, then hire more Americans. But you and your friends don't want to do that. Rubio loves the foreign citizen more than the American citizen, which may be why you support him. I do not know. But I do know that Trump loves the American citizen more than any of the foreign citizens combined. I am puzzled by your lack of understanding that simple fact. Mitt, I'll advise you, you are on the wrong side of history. For everyone else who's watching this video, if you're part of the middle class, please go to our website, saveourmiddleclass.net. Print off our pledge, send it to every politician, both Democrat and Republican, who's asking for your vote, and have them sign it before you will vote for them. As always, May God bless our American middle class. Until next time, goodbye.